Alright, the founder of the Live to Inspire movement and a student at the Florida Institute of Technology pursuing a bachelor's degree in aerospace engineering. My guest on the road to success this morning is 20-year-old Curtis Marsh. Welcome, Curtis.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming. We did have your other founder here, yes, Jordan Samuels, a few weeks ago, so we're trying to get the both sides of the story.
Yeah.
Alright, so how did you come to pursue aerospace engineering?
Well, it's actually a quite interesting story because initially I wanted to be a commercial pilot after being exposed to the aviation industry through the Aviation Club Jamaica when I was at Meadowbrook. So when I was in lower six, I got a scholarship to go to Orlando flight training to pursue my flight degrees, flight licenses, I should say. Yeah, and but that didn't materialize.
Right.
And I remember talking to a pilot and he was saying, you know, you should pursue the engineering aspect of it first. And then I was saying, yeah, you know, I always had a strong math background and a strong physics background.
Which is perfect.
Yeah, which is perfect for engineering. So that kind of sparked my interest and gave me a kind of paradigm shift to pursue aerospace engineering.
Right, right. Now, you said it was an interesting story also because I know you said you got the scholarship to go to Orlando flight training, yeah, and you also got a scholarship to go to FIT.
Yes.
But you said it didn't materialize. Tell us about that.
The Orlando flight training?
Right, right.
Yeah, it was a part-time scholarship. It was in total around, it was really expensive, like 40,000 US, and the scholarship was like 10,000. So
that's steep, even for that time. I mean, yeah, it was like 2011, 2012.
Yeah, around that time. So it didn't really materialize financially to go there. Yeah.
And then FIT, how did you come across that scholarship?
Yeah, FIT now, the Aviation Club Jamaica again, they formed a liaison with FIT through a scholarship assurance program. And that program guarantees us a minimum scholarship regardless of our GPA. And if our GPA is above average, then that gives you even more. And
your GPA was?
It was 3.6 at the time.
Okay, enough said. Enough said. So you did actually get that opportunity to go to FIT, yeah, and you are enjoying it so far.
Yes, it's been a really, honestly, it's hard work, but I love it because I'm driven by challenges.
Of course. Now, we know what Live to Inspire is. I know what Live to Inspire is, but please quickly remind our viewers and then tell us how it has impacted on you as a person, as a leader.
Yes, so Live to Inspire is a movement that Jordan Samuels and I started initially on campus, on FIT campus, to inspire students with the Word of God. You know, we didn't want to just inspire them. Just, you know, when you go on YouTube, you see a person just giving inspiration. Believe in yourself.
To be better, right?
Yeah, believe in yourself. You can do this, you can do that. But no, really, if we believe in God, then we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Right. So we wanted to bring that kind of positive and truth behind inspiration. Of
course. And what impact did it have on you?
Well, Live to Inspire, it really kept me grounded being at FIT. Because, you know, studying overseas, studying and being there by yourself, you know, if you go there without anyone knowing who you are or what you stand for, right, it's easy for you to like blend into the crowd.
And somehow reinvent yourself as well, because I know a lot of persons go away and do that.
Yeah, just go over there, reinvent themselves and become somebody who they're not. But being a part of Live to Inspire, it really kept me grounded and to keep my morals and everything intact while I'm on campus.
How do you inspire persons to be a part of the movement, though? Because in order for a movement to go forward, you have to have persons backing it.
So many ways, I use many techniques, quote unquote, to inspire people, but one of the best ways is just to be yourself and be natural and be the person who God made you to be. What I do is I allow persons to see some kind of positive difference in my personality, and then I will use that opportunity to tell them why it is that I am behaving, why it is that I'm acting in such a particular manner, and they'll be like, whoa. You know, I didn't know somebody, especially from the Caribbean and Jamaica especially.
Why do people always say that? Why do people always say that from the Caribbean and Jamaica especially? I'm not sure I feel very comfortable about that.
Well, being over there is Jamaica and the Caribbean. That's how it is over there.
Or Jamaica is the Caribbean, some of them we actually say.
Yeah.
What are some of the greatest challenges you've encountered? I know, as a Christian, I'm sure there are very few, well, no, not necessarily. As a Christian, there might actually be quite many, now that I think about it. But apart from spiritual temptation or temptation of the flesh, etc., do you have any family issues or any financial problems?
Well, yeah. one of the major challenges, I should say, is being over there and trying to balance everything. Balance my studies, because I work on campus as well, to try and make ends meet on campus, and sometimes I have to support my family back home as well. So it's trying to strike that balance and try to get good grades at the same time when doing all of that.
And you're still on your scholarship, so I mean to maintain that level.
Yeah, I'm still.
Wow.
Another challenge is, I grew up without a father, a physical presence of my father in the home. So, you're already stereotyped to become whatever it is that people say you become. Right. Without growing up without a father. But just trying to defy those odds is a challenge in itself, but I know God has been faithful so far.
All right.
And He will continue to be faithful.
So what do you see yourself in 5 years? You're 20 now. What do you see yourself at 25?
At 25, I don't want to put any limits on God, but I see myself either as an engineer in the U.S. Air Force or working at Boeing, one of the leading aerospace companies, one of the leading aircraft manufacturers, while still using Lift Inspire as a medium to spread the gospel to the whole globe. Fantastic.
So what motivates you, Curtis?
What motivates me? Other than God Himself,
yes,
my mother is the biggest motivation that I have. Just to see, her life is an example to me. I mean, she never gives up. She's a fighter.
Right.
And she believed in God and believed in the gift that He gave me, just to give me the zeal and the passion to just do well. Right. She gave me that just through her own experiences in life.
All right. So what would you say to someone who finds himself on a path similar to yours?
Well, ensure that God is your center. Ensure that Jesus Christ is the light of your life. And just center everything around Him. Once you do that, then He will grant you the desires of your heart. And a key thing regarding your desires, in Proverbs it says that desire without knowledge is not good. So once you find that desire, ensure that you ask God to mold you and to give you all the required knowledge about that desire so you can make your best decision possible.
Right. Fantastic. Remind us how we can see Live to Inspire in action on YouTube, you said.
Yes, we have our own YouTube channel. Just go on YouTube, type in Live to Inspire, you'll see us. And we can keep updated on Facebook. There should be an Instagram account coming out soon.
Right.
Yeah, and our website is under construction as well, so that will be up very soon.
Definitely, so follow the rest and you should definitely be led to the website when it does actually materialize.
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having
Curtis. All right, and thank you viewers for tuning in. My guest on the road to success this morning has been 20-year-old Curtis Marsh, a founder of the Live to Inspire movement and aerospace engineering student at the Florida Institute of Technology. Now, if you or someone you know is on the road to success, email me at ontheroadtosuccess.cas@gmail.com and follow me on Twitter at Yanique DaCosta for updates. After the break, mobile counselors of Jamaica. Stay with us.